Hello, my name is Andre V, and I'm the founder of Parcel Locker Central. Today we are having the next episode of Rugby Cup 2025, and today's guest is Lucian Ulmanu. Hi, Lucian. How are you doing?
Hi, Andre. Thank you for having me in this interview. I'm doing fine. Quite busy at this end of the year, really busy year.
You are the CEO and founder of ARKA Smart Lockers company. How was the year for you? What did you achieve? What did not achieve? What do you remember from the 2025 that is going to close soon?
Well, it was quite an interesting year. We kept our exponential growth, really. More than doubled turnover. We have now over 300 people that are working in ARKA, and we are operating in a factory of 20,000 square meters. We have more clients, more customers, and we are spread not just across Europe, but also across Atlantic.
Yeah, this is very good and interesting milestone. You started to deliver lockers to Canada, as I understand, and this is very good achievement from you. But tell me about the production. Again, impressive numbers. Big, big. 300 people. What was the enlargement for? Did you installed the new equipment or just scaled up the existing production capacity?
Well, we are continuously buying new equipment and setting up new production assembly lines. So because we have different really big customers, they benefit from their own dedicated assembly line. So they are not waiting for us to finish on an order that must go to another customer and then start their order. So everyone gets their assembly line in our factory. This is quite well. This is the reason for which we grow really fast, and we have not just really new models, highly efficient and performant models when it comes to solar power lockers, but also the service that we provide to the customers, the supply chain security, and the speed of delivery and the volume, because the very big customers are fighting for market share, so they need advanced products and they need them really fast.
Yeah, I was talking one of your important customers, MyFlexbox, in the autumn, and you have been provided them those your new autonomous solar-powered lockers, and they were very pleased with the service and the products. So I think you have find the niche and find the product that actually fits the need.
Well, yes, my Flexbox is receiving hundreds of lockers per week from ARKA units, and most of them are energy independent, so solar powered and battery. They're installing across Germany and Austria, and they just announced to continue our partnership and to raise the volumes. So they are satisfied. We are also satisfied with the partnership, and we are happy to grow the numbers with them.
It seems that 2025 has been the year where the autonomous lockers are really sort of starting to be deployed, because so far it was sort of, I would say, test project and trying smaller quantities here and there. But now it seems to be the breakthrough year for autonomous lockers. What do you see? What is your vision? Is this the end of the traditional lockers, so that every lockers you produce will be autonomous, or you still see the room for the traditional grid power lockers also?
The solar power lockers will be dominant in a way where the technology keeps advancing. There are not many producers in this industry that can provide the features for an autonomous locker which you can also find in a plugin locker. We can do that. We are one of the few. However, there are still some constrictions when you're trying to do that. So you need a bit of sun. You need the solar power needs to be installed. Solar power needs to be big enough, so the locker needs to be big enough. So depending on how many features you want, if the touchscreen is really big, if you want a light for the locker or CCTV and so on, the router always on. There are a lot of details here, and most of the producers are just starting to experiment, starting to develop in a higher realm. But we are doing this since 3 years ago. So we had the chance to do a lot of mistakes and to learn from them. Now we are seeing other producers that go on the same path, and we know that they will have probably the same experience. This is why I think for now, solar power lockers, the efficient ones, won't be like on a general level for every producer, like you can find the plugin lockers. So this means that not every customer will have access to solar power locker, because the few producers that can provide really good autonomous locker don't have an unlimited production capacity. So they will keep going, both of the technologies, and at some point there will be much more solar power lockers. For example, in our production right now, it's more than 60% solar power. So under 40% are plug-in. But there are other producers that have 90 or 99% plug-in.
Okay, but we are ending this 2025 and looking for 2026. Your vision for next year. What is your discussion with your clients? Are they still growing the network? Are they expecting more volumes to lockers? What
Yes.
is your sort of production plan for the next year? Are you enlarging again?
Yes. We are, for next year, we plan to double again the turnover. Number of employees, we don't plan to double. We don't plan to reach 600, but for sure we'll be more than 350. We plan to go to move the factory perhaps, or to build a new factory in a 40,000 square meter production hall. And the customers, they are growing exponentially. They're really quietly maybe raising the volumes. If until now it was a lot of noise on the market, this carrier is installing 500 locker, this carrier is installing, I don't know, 600 lockers and so on, and making a lot of advertising. They have the lockers in a lot of the cases more than 100% full. We have a customer that has almost 3,000 lockers, is Fun Courier, and they are at full capacity almost every day. And I'm seeing now a behavior where the carriers are not advertising so much because they are really in the fight mode. Right now, they are pushing to expand really aggressively, and they are trying, I think, to keep a little bit of a secret when it comes to the speed and the way they are doing things, because now the fight that they are having for the market share is really aggressive. So they need really powerful suppliers behind them, and very good solutions, and fiable solutions. And there is a possibility that the small producers will have a hard time next year because of this behavior. The companies they had time to experience models, locker models, technologies, services, suppliers, and now they are in a very aggressive expansion mode.
Yeah, I agree with you that the quantities are getting bigger, and a lot of manufacturer has to decide whether they will step to the next league or be a smaller one. But what about the technology in a sense that this year we saw the deployment of autonomous locker. Maybe one new addition that were introduced were return lockers this year. What do you see for the next year? Is there something new to come, or we are just trying to scale up the existing products we have?
So scaling up the existing products is on the table and not negotiable for our customers and for us. When it comes to new products, yes, as a matter of fact, we have something in our R&D department which will be launched very soon. It's a highly intensive locker when it comes to capacity and drawers and dynamic drawers, and it's a robot basically inside. It's a larger locker for bigger spaces like a market, supermarket parking lot. Usually it's the locker that you need to use for that 15% of the network, where a classic locker, it's either a 10-15 meter wall, really huge, not quite space efficient. Sometimes you don't have space for that, or you fill it 5 times a day, you have door delivery in that area and so on. So we have a solution that will be launched at the next Parcel and Post Expo or sooner. Well, we will use it sooner. We have also already requests from two really large companies to finish as quick as possible this solution. We discussed with them, and well, they need it, so we will launch it before the Parcel and Post, but official launch will be there then. So this is a solution that will again make a revolution in this market, because it solves the issue for the top 15% lockers in every network.
I think this is quite a viable thesis. I think that again, when the local networks are growing, then the network, there are certain very high volume spots where
Yes.
as you said, in a sense, you don't have enough wall walls available to put the traditional lockers, and you have to do something else. And as automation is growing, then probably this kind of robotics self system or some kind of storage is the way to go. So I think this is very viable thesis, and hope to see the model you are developing soon.
Thank you so much. Yes, you will see it. You will have a chance to make a very complete material about that machine once it's in use.
Okay, Lucian, I think it has been interesting discussion with you, and again got a good insight from you what's coming. So thank you for coming for this interview here. Wishing you a very good end of the year, happy Christmas and happy New Year, not only to you but all the ARKA family.
Thank you so much, Andre. Thank you for having me in your interview. Well, Merry Christmas to you and your family. Thank you.